Another episode of Into the Starfield is out, and I'm excited to see it, bro. It's called the Sound of Adventure, and I guess it's about the sound of the game. I think from what it says, it sounds like the sound of the game. So make sure that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're gonna jump right into it, bro, because Bethesda games have always had some of the best music and sound design in games. Like you remember the themes, you remember the music when they hit, when they play. And I wonder if the same people are working on the music again. I don't know who worked on the music last time, but we're about to figure it out in this video. So
I always say that the music is the fourth dimension. It is the emotional dimension. And so in order
emotional
to
dimension?
create this, you have
That's
to
not
ask
true.
these
Emotion don't
questions.
exist.
Where are you going? You know, what's your motivation? What is your story? What is really pushing us? This is what really drove me more than anything else. These huge questions, they're as big as space.
Into the Starfield. The Sound of Adventure. So yeah, they're definitely talking about music.
Everything I've worked on at this studio, the music started very early on, as early as the concept art for the
He's
game.
the audio director.
From when I began here in 2005. At that time, Oblivion was already well underway. But as we went on to Fallout 3 after that, that was one of the first things I worked on music-wise was the main theme, and that's always been the case, where the main theme
He made
sets
the main
tone
theme of Fallout 3?
for everything else we do in the game.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
And there's time throughout the entire project for that to evolve.
That's true, and I remember like
water.
during the Fallout 4 visit, which was actually in 2012, I was wandering through the corridors and I basically stumbled into the artist's room. And it was the first time I actually saw them do what they're doing. I was captivated. I was like, wow, I mean, this is really what it is all about. And I felt so inspired and motivated basically to go back and, you know, to do the same thing with the palette of music. The biggest challenge is actually creating the signature.
I relax a lot once we feel good about the main thing, because the rest is going to, it'll be work and iteration, but it's going to write itself.
The way I looked at Starfield always is what I called the sanctified triplet, which is everything is streaming, right? Everything is changing and everything is returning back. Ta-da, ta-da, here's your development. And then ta-da, and back. So basically, it presents itself,
sounds
it
like the
develops,
Fallout 4 thing, don't it?
goes back.
Circular.
Is exactly some sort of like a circular
But he did work on the Fallout
journey.
4 thing.
You go out, you adventure, discover, return.
Yes, there's always the strive to go back home. And that's, I mean, I guess that's what feels so complete for us, right? We want to complete the mission. We want to complete our journey. We will find something, we will discover something, we'll take it with us, and we will go back home with it. When we built the traditional orchestral sound palette, we actually really divided the orchestral group. For example, took the woodwinds, okay? And we created like a whole woodwind layer that almost represents particle in space, because they don't play melodies at all. They play sort of like a high frequency sequence, you know, like together. So they almost don't sound like woodwind. They sound something between organic to synthetic. Then the strings, they will play this long chords or long melodies.
Is the music
and long
playing right now the
crescendos
theme
and diminuendos.
for Starfield?
And these kind of things along the line with the fast-moving woodwinds will create a nice
It sounds kinda
blanket
different from what he's
around
describing,
these
but it
waves, okay? And then comes the brass. And the brass, especially the French horns, playing sort of like the beacon, you know, the call of the brass.
those instrument groups as well. A lot of times when you are
Was that
looking
the
at that whole
was that
main
the
theme,
Starfield
I'm kind of
music?
salivating thinking about what can I do with that on the sound design side, you know, not just to weave the main
I don't
theme
even know.
to
We don't know until
different
the
key
game come
points in the
out.
game, leveling up, discovering new places. Could we use that as straight up sound design to take those woodwind tremolos and just let's slow them way down, let's reverse them. I'll take any of that music and turn it into ambience somewhere.
Which he's a sound design dude, so he's just
The
gonna chop
music
up
is like the
pieces of the music
companion. It's the
and turn
companion
it
to the
into other
player in the
music.
single player game. We don't have control over how the player chooses to experience the game. Our sense of scale had to be totally readjusted in making a game on a planetary surface as we've always done before, and now where you have these very vast distances against this black starry background. It is a blank canvas and a massive playground, and all the pieces are there for you to write your own story. Whether you jump right in and you wish to follow the main quest, the main story, and go to the obvious one point leads to another, leads to another. The music has a funny way of playing the right chord change at the right time, and a lot of that just happens at random. You look over the valley at just the
At
right
random?
moment, and that just
I thought
happens to
somebody-
be when this one chord change
I
happens.
thought
And there
Skyrim had a
are times like
sequencer.
that that feel
I don't
scripted,
remember
and
where I
they're
seen
not.
it at.
And I like
But
that
like it was
each
a little
player
thing,
has
and it
that
like
experience for
it
themselves.
had triggers, so the
personally.
music would blend together, and it had
I
triggers
believe
for
that
like
the game
when the music is playing,
is
then it blends
a
into battle
whole
music, and it blends
experience.
into
And music
like
is
walking
part
music. It
of a
blends
whole
into like
experience.
cave music.
I believe that the best music in a game is a music that you don't hear, music that you feel. This is something that is bigger than us. I mean, so many people worked on this game. And so my wish is that specifically the music will be present in a way that is going to magnify the entire experience.
Start your journey today. You're gonna keep saying it, but we still waiting on the game, folks, because you got a date in fucking November. But yeah, that's Into the Starfield, episode 3, The Sound of Adventure. Let me know what y'all think about it down below. I know all the Bethesda games has definitely had like some heat when it came to like sound design and the way the music played out in different battles and different sequences. They don't really have cutscenes in Bethesda games, but they always have those like moments where the music just hit. Like when you make it to like the throat of the world, meet Parthenax, shit like that. Like the music just that plays in those moments is different from like other games. And then Mass Effect and cutscene music, they have some of the best fucking music. Dragon Age has some good music. I think Inquisition probably had like the best sound design out of all of the Dragon Age games, to me at least. Let me know what y'all think about that down below. But like, I'm excited for Starfield. Hopefully, we get more of this. I like how they're doing this documentary thing monthly instead of like just dropping trailers every now and again on the internet. Like, I like this like in-depth look at parts of the game. The trailers can come at E3 time and months right before the game launches when it goes on pre-order. I like to see stuff like that, but this stuff, I'm into this. So, you know, thank y'all for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new. I wonder if the music that they was playing while he was talking about the music he was making, it's the Starfield theme music. I don't know. Somebody let me know down below, but I'll see y'all in the next video.